In this video, I'm going to talk about things I wish I knew about the PlayStation 5 before buying it. So the first thing that I want everybody to know, if you buy a bundle, you won't get the disc in the bundle. When you buy one, you unbox it, then you get a code for whatever bundle you have. So for me, I had the Horizons Forbidden West bundle and I got a code with it. Didn't know that there wasn't a disc inside. I just expected there to be a disc inside and there wasn't a disc inside. So that really surprised me. So it's like the first thing that I want everybody to know, if you buy a bundle, you'll get like a digital code for you to download and then you put it in the PlayStation Store, redeem it, and then you download the game and you can start playing it that way. Also, you do have a few games already there. You'll have like the Astro game already on there as well, so at least you have a game to start with, and then with the bundle you'll have like another game, but it'll take like 100 gigabytes to download. Also with the storage, so it says on the box that's 850 gigabytes. When you open up the PlayStation 5, like boot it up for the first time, you won't have 850 gigabytes actually available to you. You'll have about 660 gigabytes available to you because the software inside of the PlayStation 5 actually takes up a lot of gigabytes already. Let's talk about storage options as well. So you have internal and external storage. So what I do recommend is internal storage. It is a lot more expensive. External storage is good. I have the WD Black hard drive, but what I don't like about the WD Black hard drive is the fact that you can't play games off it. If you want to play games off it, you have to copy the games back onto the PlayStation 5 and then run games off of it. It doesn't hold saved data and stuff like that for the games as well, so all the saved data is stored inside of the PlayStation 5. And that's also with the internal storage as well, which is something interesting. It's not with the PlayStation 4, it's only with the PlayStation 5. It has the internal data storage saved only on the PlayStation 5. As I was saying, internal storage is a lot better. It's a lot faster as well when transferring games. Like I managed to transfer all my data onto this internal hard drive in like 7 minutes. For external storage, it is good if you need like an extra terabyte of storage to just put some games that you're not playing on so you don't have to re-download the games. It's good for that. I do have a couple of games on my WD Black that I'm not using currently, but I got now the internal storage and I can run games off the internal storage, which is why I bought it. It is very expensive though. It's like $300 in Australian for 1 terabyte. If you want 2 terabytes, it's like double the price, and then you get to 4 terabytes and it's over $1,000. It's just, I don't know if it's worth it at that point to buy 4 terabytes, to be honest with you guys. Getting the hard drives externally are a bit cheaper, but once again, it doesn't run the games off of it. So it's kind of just there to hold extra storage and copy across from your PlayStation 5. So that's everything you need to know is sort of about storage. A lot of people don't know, I guess, when you first buy a PlayStation 5 that you'll get a lot of scratches on the actual body here. So what I've done is I've got the dark plates and basically I use the middle strip as sort of a cover, and I'm just keeping it on there. It's basically this matte black cover and it's going to stop all the scratching for your PlayStation 5, so you won't have to deal with that, because yeah, people deal with a lot of scratches with that. The only other thing is you can use it vertically and horizontally, obviously using the stand here. So if we take it off, I'll show you. So with the screw, it's really easy to take off. You literally just grab it and it's like super easy. To find the screw in the first place, also you need to switch this around. So this is for like real beginners that have not had the PlayStation 5 ever before. So to find this screw, you literally just flip that over and it will be in this compartment over here. You want it in this way to mount it this way. And then at the back there, you've got the square, triangle, circle, and X right here. And then you basically just pop that in like that. And then they've got the 2 hinges. And then that'll just slide on, and then there you can actually just, if you want it this way, you can have it this way, but it's not as stable as having this mount on. So then you flip it and then you find your screw on here, you just take it out, and then you got the 2 hinges over here, and then we just pop that on like that, boom, put it into place, and then put the screw in, and then you can tighten that with your finger. It's really easy to do. And then boom, we have the mount on. So that's how we do the mount. Now let's talk about faceplates, how to actually take them off. You got it down flat. Basically for the PlayStation icon side, basically what you want to do is you want to grab under there, put it up a little bit, and then push down. There we go, and it just pops out. At first, it's really hard to pop out. As you can see, I've got a few scratches on there, unfortunately, but that's how you take that off. And then let's say you want to put it back on. There's these little hinges here, and then you've got the hinges there. And now you can just pop that back on like this, and it'll sort of click in. See how it sort of slides in? Basically, you'll feel it sort of sliding in with the hinges, and then basically just pop that in, and then it'll click. For this side, you kind of want to do the same thing with the smaller side. So I'm noticing that these ones are like the longer ones, so you want to do the opposite. So you want to have it up here, and then you sort of push it up, and then push down, and then that slides off. Sorry, that was a bit aggressive, but that's one way to do it. And now you have this open, and then this is where we can get into our internal storage right here. So I might as well show you how to do the internal storage while I'm here. So you want to get a really, really small screw. So I have this like screwdriver kit that I can just use. So this is the one that I'm going to use. It's a very small sort of, it's got the 4 sort of hinges on there, if you want to call them hinges. I don't know much about screwdrivers, I'm really sorry. But basically, you put it in, and then to take it out, basically you want to go anti-clockwise. There we go. And boom, it's got the cool icons for the PlayStation here. So on the screw it has the triangle, circle, X, and square there. And then we basically have this side panel here that we just slide off. Boom. And then we have the WD Black internal storage already there. One thing that I didn't know at first was when you're doing the internal storage, you've actually got this hidden screw here. So to take that out, once again, it is anti-clockwise. You have this screw, and then you'll have this like cylinder that goes on, and that's the mounting. Slide that out, and there you go. That's what it looks like. To put it back in, basically you have this hinge right here that you just sort of slide that in, and it'll click in for you. There we go, that's slid in. You take the thing out the top, which is the 110, and then you put that in with the mount. You can sort of slide that in, and then screw it in clockwise, not anti-clockwise. One little mistake that I've just made is I haven't put the cylinder in the right place. You want to make sure that the cylinder is actually on top of where the WD Black hard drive is in the screw hole. So you want to really make sure that it's in the right spot. So now it's back, put it in place, and you don't want it sort of flopping around. You want it sort of stuck there because it is definitely mounted. That just slides in that way, like that. And then you get this giant screw and then pop that in, and boom, it's pretty much done. You just need to screw that back in place, and it's good. It's all good to go, and you can format your storage. And once again, you won't be able to format your saved data. The saved data will be internal in the PlayStation 5 only. It won't go to the internal hard drive. Basically, you slide it the opposite way, and then that'll just click in, boom, and now you have that internal storage already put in, and we can customize our faceplates as well because of this information. So we can go into the PlayStation 5 and I can show you some quick tips and tricks that way too. So let's have a look. Now we're up on the PlayStation 5, we're all logged in. We can have a look at some settings I can show you straight away. So basically we can go into our system, go to HDMI, and to record, let's say you want a game capture, you want to disable HDCP. So I didn't know this at first, and now I can actually record through a game capture card because I've disabled HDCP. You could also enable remote play using this option over here. So basically, if you want to enable any remote play apps, you can do it using that. It's pretty easy. The other settings that I wish I knew before actually buying a PlayStation 5 would be in the power settings. So basically you have rest mode, and then you have actual turn off mode. So basically rest mode, when let's say for example, you just turn off the PlayStation 5 console right now, it will just go into rest mode. And then don't disconnect anything from it, internal storage, external storage, anything like that. Do not disconnect it. If you are on rest mode, or even just disconnect the PlayStation 5 itself, it could damage the PlayStation 5. So turning off the PlayStation 5 first, and then you can disconnect all that sort of stuff. There's actually in the options menu, there's a ability to actually disconnect all your storage. So you're going to go to your storage, USB extended storage. So right here, I have the M2 SSD storage. So basically you don't want to unplug this from the PlayStation 5 until it's fully turned off. Otherwise, it could do some damage to your PlayStation 5. You don't want to reformat it either. Otherwise, you'll get rid of your information basically. And we can have a look at some cool shortcuts. If you want to go straight to search, you just press triangle and it's going to go straight to search. Also, R1 and L1 will switch between the two tabs. And also you can mute your microphone just by pressing this button. But also you can actually mute all in-game audio by pressing and holding. 1, 2, 3, and now all audio and your microphone are muted at the same time. Cool trick right there. And then to unmute all that stuff, you just press and hold again. All the in-game audio is unmuted now, and then you can just click that to unmute. So that's another cool button. We also have the PlayStation icon, and we can go to the game switcher and switch between the two games. So for example, if I wanted to use the Pulse 3D headset, I just put this thing in the back of the PlayStation 5. There we go, and a blue light will appear. And then on the insides here, you have the L and the R. It'll instantly connect. Now I can hear all the audio through this PlayStation headset. There are options as well that you could have a look at. So for sound options, I've got the 3D audio enabled. So set up 3D audio. And you have different 3D audio profiles to choose from. You can actually attach a keyboard and a mouse to your PlayStation 5 as well, just via USB. So basically, if you want to use a keyboard with your PlayStation 5, you just can attach that to it via the USB and start typing away and it'll work straight away. That's just another little pointer over there as well. Through here we've got the notifications, and then we can actually turn off pop-up notifications for in-game play. Like let's say you're recording gameplay and you don't want any pop-ups. That's how you would actually do it. You can actually go to your PlayStation option over here and you're gonna get some in-game help, some tips. You can actually see how much charge you've got left for your accessories for this panel as well. So those are a lot of PlayStation 5. If you guys have any other PlayStation 5 tips, please let me know in the comments, and make sure that you like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Have a good day.